Part 1. The book becomes your companion. A companion walks where words fall short, a presence that needs no explanation, a quiet strength, a steady heart that does not waver, not to lead or to follow, but simply to stay beside you. Come sit by the fire of shared stories, where silence rests without fear. Here, your burdens are lighter, your heart can breathe again. This book and its voices form a circle of care that holds you close. Chapter 1. An invitation from the author. Dear brothers and sisters, fellow protectors, thank you for beginning this journey with me. This companion book was born from my personal experiences and times of deep aloneness. It was born from the silence too many protectors endure as they struggle with the loneliness of returning to a world that often cannot see or hold the weight of their service. They struggle with the profound grief and loss of loved ones. The spark that lit this book came from a moment of painful honesty. A protector brother once shared, I sat alone in my unit, surrounded by the darkness of despair, grief, isolation, and hopelessness. His words never left me. They landed in my heart and stirred memories of my own, of nights wrapped in silence, of grief etched into bone, of longing for someone to reach out to me. You may know these same shadows. You may feel untethered from family, disconnected from systems that failed to understand you, or cut off from the tribe that once had your back. You may be holding the burden of pain, grief, or a sense of purpose that has slipped away. Perhaps your faith feels threadbare, your well-being frayed. But here's the truth. You are not alone, not here, not anymore. This book is not just words on a page. It is a companion and a quiet hand on your shoulder. It is a guide to help you find your way home, not just to a place but to yourself. It offers a way to rekindle your faith, not only in something greater, but in your own strength. It is an invitation to reconnect with your tribe and those who understand without needing to ask. This companion is here to support you to restore your well-being, body, mind, and spirit, one step at a time. This is not my story alone. Over these chapters, you'll hear from the voices of families of the fallen, as well as protectors, first responders, and veterans I've walked alongside for more than 2 decades. This book isn't about one path, it's about ours. It was born from more than 22 years of listening deeply and respectfully to the stories, struggles, and triumphs of protectors across generations from World War II to today's current serving members and the family members of those protectors. These pages are not merely my reflections. They are a conversation between us, and they carry the truths of your pain, the resilience in your silence, and the wisdom forged through your journey. This book did not start as something I planned. It came to me in the early hours of morning, whispering in my ears. In many ways, I feel as though this book wrote me. I see all of us as having a shared authorship of this book. It is not my book, but ours. I did not write it. We all wrote it. I simply put pen to paper. I felt the companionship of what was taking shape under my hands. It grew with a force of its own, a life of its own that felt apart from my intent, but deeply rooted in my heart. This book has been a profoundly healing experience for me. It has allowed me to reach out to touch the hearts of those I'm honored to call friend, brother, sister. Their courage, pain, wisdom, and love are woven into every page. This book is a circle, not a lecture or manual. It is a fire lit by many voices. It is a gathering place where healing begins, not with advice or solutions, but with presence, understanding, and a shared humanity. Here, you are invited to return to tribe, to rediscover belonging and to reflect, reconnect, and find companionship in your healing. What you are beginning now is not the end of something, but the beginning of something profoundly important. In service, we are shaped by shared values such as reliability, mutual respect, and dependability. These are not just habits. They are the moral spine of what it means to be a protector. Service is about connection. It's the kind forged in hardship and loss and sealed by trust and healing and tribe. It is about knowing that someone else is watching your back and you're watching theirs. As a Rhodesian and combat veteran from the Rhodesian Bush War in 1975, I was raised with the African philosophy of Ubuntu, which is I am because of who we all are. It teaches that our identity is not formed in isolation but in community. It holds that strength is not about going it alone, but about standing together, especially when the ground shakes. For you, Ubuntu is not a foreign concept. You lived it every day you were in service. Ubuntu is the protector's code extended into life beyond service. It is a leadership of compassion, presence, and shared responsibility. It is not behind you, rather it is still within you. There were times in my life when every day felt like a mountain I had to climb, with no summit in sight. I moved through the world carrying a silent weight, a grief that was not just emotional but physical. I lived not just with memories of war, but with the aching echoes of lost tribe, family, and children. This book and the words in it are reflections of were reflections of that journey as I navigated through numbness, sorrow, and the long road of finding joy, love, and belonging again. This book is not an answer, but a companion. If the silence is around you, very loud, please know that I see you. I have sat in that same room, and I have made it my mission to bring warmth, connection, and hope into those very spaces that once felt lifeless. Within the chapters ahead, you'll find a standing invitation to return to living, breathing tribes and to a space of shared purpose, mutual care, and authentic peer connections. Here you will find a place where your story matters, your presence is honored, and your healing is held in trust. You will not find instructions here. You will not find formulas or fixes. What you will find is presence, a voice in the dark that says, "You are not alone." What you will find is an invitation to let the silence be filled with truth and to feel held. So, come as you are. Come broken, come tired, come numb, come hopeful, just come. Bring your story, bring your longing, bring your scars. There is room here for all of it and for all of you. You are not alone, and this is just the beginning. You are my brothers, you are my sisters. We may be separated by continents, generations, wars, and service, but this does not define us. We beat with one heart. Through our service, our hearts know each other across generations and time. We are one tribe, one heart, Ubuntu. So let the journey begin with deep care and respect. Barry. Chapter 2. An invitation from your book companion. Dear protector, pick me up and hold me in your hands. I may look like ink and paper, but I am more than that. I was created to walk beside you through silence, through grief, and through the shadows of disconnection, and into the light of belonging. When the nights are long and your mind won't rest, I will sit with you. When the world feels distant, I will remind you that you are not alone. When your heart doubts that healing is possible, I will whisper courage back into your bones. This is not a book to be read once and forgotten. This is a 6-part journey, a call to adventure and a map into healing and belonging. In Part 1, I become your companion. Here we begin with chapters of discovery and truth. You will hear my purpose. You will encounter poems that rise from grief, loss, and belonging. You will meet the 3 great pillars of healing: faith, tribe, and wellness. Together, we will face the 11 challenges of the protector's life after service, from the struggle of shifting from soldier to civilian, to the ache of broken relationships, moral injuries, grief, loss of purpose, and the hollow emptiness of disconnection from tribe. These are not here to weigh you down. They are here to name your struggles, to show you that they are real, shared, and survivable. In Part 2, live the 100 reflections. This is your practice ground. Here, I invite you into 100 days of reflections and renewals. Each reflection is like a spark, small enough to hold but steady enough to guide you forward. Through daily practice, you begin your inner mission of remembering to listen again to your heart. You don't have to sprint. You need only take one step, one day, one reflection at a time. In Part 3, we begin to focus on bridging the gap. Healing is not only inward, it is outward. Here you encounter the 6 C's: consider, commit, carry through, cross over, consolidate, and create. This is the rhythm of change, the movement from old wounds into new ways of living. In Part 4, you will discover the power of letters from veterans, first responders, and families of the fallen. Perhaps their words will echo your own. Perhaps you will feel inspired to write your own. Here, I become a canvas. Not just a book to be read, but a space for your story to unfold. Here silence breaks open. You will hear, read, and witness their voices and letters written in truth. Some are raw, some hopeful, and sometimes aching. As you read, you may feel recognized. You may hear your own voice rising between the lines. In Part 5, you will be invited to bridge into tribe. The letters have prepared you now. Now the bridge is built. Here you will meet those who have made healing their mission. You will meet Sarah Correll from The Power of Our Story, David Tharp from Project Healing Heroes, and Shad Mishad from the National Veterans Foundation. These chapters are not theory. They are living proof that tribe is waiting. Finally, in Part 6, you will be invited to explore what it takes to become empowered and find a new beginning. This is the horizon. Here, you can gather all you've learned and walked through. You will understand the veteran-informed approach. You will be reminded that every ending is also a beginning, and that you are not only a survivor, but a creator. That you are not only healing, but are becoming. Protector, the journey awaits. I am your companion, your guide, your mirror, your tribe in print. You can walk through me step by step or open to any page at random. However you choose, remember that faith, tribe, and wellness are waiting. Your story is not over. You are not alone. So take a breath, pick me up, and let us begin. I am not just a book. I am your companion, and I am your tribe, calling you home. Chapter 3: Rediscovering the meaning of companion. Companion is a word we often use casually, but its roots run deep and its meaning holds powerful relevance for those who have known isolation, disconnection, or the long silence after service. Before we continue this journey together, it is worth pausing to reflect on what the word truly means. A companion is one who accompanies another, especially on a journey or in a shared experience. It is a person who walks alongside, who spends time with you, who shares both the road and its burdens. A companion may even be something less tangible, a presence that offers understanding, comfort, and a steadiness along the way. Each of these meanings reminds us that a companion is far more than a fellow traveler. A companion is someone or something that remains when others fall away. A true companion is a steady presence that does not try to erase your pain, but chooses not to walk away from it either. For many veterans and first responders, the return home is not marked by parades or celebration. Instead, it is often marked by quiet disorientation, invisible wounds, and a deep ache for tribe left behind. It is marked by the haunting question, who understands this version of me now? Isolation does not come because you are weak. It comes because your world has shifted and the world around you has not noticed. That is why a companion matters. This book was created to be your companion, not a guidebook, not a therapy session, not a set of rules or how-to instructions. Rather, it is a companion in the truest and oldest sense of the word. It is something that walks beside you day by day. It asks nothing of you but your presence. It invites you not to perform, not to fix, but simply to sit, to breathe, to reflect, and to be. If you have ever felt the world move on and forget you, if you have ever sat in silence unsure of where you belong, or if you have wished for a voice that offers presence rather than pressure, then this book is your companion. As you move forward, you are invited to draw inward not as a retreat but as return. You are not being asked to fix yourself or to change. You are being asked only to listen with care, with compassion, and without expectation. What rises to the surface, whether memory, emotion, grief, confusion, or clarity, is not here to harm you. These are the many parts of yourself asking to be heard, to be respected, and to be held with gentleness. This is not about solving. This is not about judging. This is about being with yourself, with your truth, and with all that has shaped you. Let these pages be your place of stillness. Let them be the quiet fire you sit beside. Let them be the voice that says without condition, you are not alone. May you find in this companion book a presence that walks beside you. You have carried others. Now, let this carry you. These pages are not here to instruct but to walk beside you. Each word is a hand on your shoulder, a light in the dark. This is not about fixing you. It's about honoring you. Step by step, let this book become your quiet ally. Your journey is sacred, and you do not have to walk it alone. Even when the world forgets, your story still matters. You are not broken. You are becoming. You walk with your companion, and your companion walks with you.